Hello, fellow aviators. Welcome to JPL Aviation, where leadership and aviation take off. We are already on day 6 of my IFR flight training, and what I learned today was that unusual attitudes are a very important thing to know and to master. So we went over to the Queens Gate Long Beach practice area because according to the ACS standards, I needed to know how to do an unusual attitude and how to recover from it. So say, for example, you're flying along, scenario-based training, that's what the new ACS standard is all about. We are going to be putting, or your instructor is going to be putting the aircraft in a bank, or he's going to be nose high, he's going to be nose low, and it's going to be simulating, hey, for example, you're flying the soup, you can't see anything, and all of a sudden you lose orientation in space because you look down on your iPad because you're trying to figure out, what localizer channel you're going to be logging into for your next approach. Next thing you know, you're 60 degrees of bank, nose low, and you got to fix it. So part of this recovery training techniques is that say, for example, you are 60 degrees bank, you're nose low. First thing to do is you're going to pull out the power, you're going to level the wings, and then slowly start to pull up. That's nose low. Now, if you're nose high, you're going to be adding power, you're going to be dropping the nose and leveling the wings. And this is supposed to be a very systematic process that you're going to be using to get out of unusual attitudes, and that is what your examiner, I'm assuming, and your instructor for sure is going to want you to see that you fully understand how to get yourself out of unusual attitudes. It's just more of a recovery technique type of procedure that you're going to be doing, and your instructor just needs to see that. So basically, after we got done with Long Beach, we went over to the not Fullerton, but we went over to Long Beach and we shot 2 ILS approaches. So first we got the ATIS on 127.75. We put in the localizer up here 110.3 into the nav. Gunny intersection at 1600 feet is my final approach fix. And then I can start going down to 258 feet at 1800 RVR, so 1800 visibility, statute mount visibility, on the way down. And I would identify Gunny by using Seal Beach at the 115.7 SLI. Vortac is what it looks like, channel 104 DME. There's no DME on this one, so you don't need to do that, and it'd be radio 196 coming out of there. So basically, I practiced the ILS run or localizer runway 30 twice in this time actually, and the first time I believe we went through the course because ATC wasn't vectoring us on. But anyways, yeah, we passed it, and that was kind of a little bit of a mess up, but that's okay. If I did have a missed approach, it'd be at 800 feet. We would climb up to 800 feet. Climbing left turn to 3000, heading 200. We use the LAX radio 145 and fly to pattern intersection that we would then identify with Seal Beach. And I flew this twice. I did good on both times. The first one, I came in a little high, I believe. And the second one, I nailed really well, if I can remember correctly from the flights. And then after that, we went into the VORA into Fullerton. At this flight, I was feeling kind of tired. I had a long day. My task saturation levels were starting to affect my performance. As you can tell, I encourage you guys to listen to my audio in this and be like, hey, at some points I start slurring my words a little bit because my mind was just so focused on doing so many different things that my talking was not able to articulate myself and exactly what I was doing at that time. A little bit scary because it shows me where I'm at and how much I need to practice this stuff to make sure that my brain, also a muscle that you're going to use, is strong enough to go and do a bunch of approaches and be ready for that check ride coming up. So after that, we went and did another approach into Fullerton, which if you guys have been watching the other videos has been one of the main things that we've done each time into Fullerton Airport, VORA. BWALT is usually called, down here, is usually called by the tower, 3.7 DME. SLI, so Seal Beach Vortac, is our final approach fix at 2,600 feet. Once we get there, we're going to be starting our timer and flying down to 1,500 feet unless we can identify BWALT, and if we can identify BWALT, then we go down to 760 feet and 1 statute mile visibility. On our stopwatch timer, we're going to be using 90 knots and looking for 4 minutes and 12 seconds. I believe it was like 4 minutes and 8 seconds, so I was only like 4 minutes off. 4 seconds off when I got to the final altitude at 760 feet. So it was a pretty good approach from what I remember. Also, our Vortac was 115.7. Do get ourselves aligned on the 020 radio, 020 radial as well, coming out of it. So yeah, I hope you guys can learn from this instrument lesson as well. Go check it out. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And check out our Instagram page, JPL Aviation. Check us out on YouTube as well. Make sure you hit that notification bell. All right, you guys have a great day.
Let's get this thing going. You're probably dying today in the heat, huh?
What's that?
Said you were probably dying today in the heat if you're instructing.
Yeah, I mean, I only had one other flight earlier today, but he canceled, so this is just the only flight today. Yeah, but tomorrow will be a busy day. It's gonna be freaking hot tomorrow too.
This whole week's gonna be like 90 degrees apparently.
Yeah. The day they put air conditioning in these planes is gonna be a game changer.
Full circulating.
Exactly.
I'm surprised the services don't have them yet, you know? You think they'd be the first ones to...
Garrett's service is nice. He has it in his hangar right now.
Yeah.
All glass cockpit. Really nice.
Flying glass.
I don't know what that life is like. All steam gauge for me.
Steam gauge is all the rage.
Exactly.
Seatbelt's tight.
Load up your plates too. Just gonna ILS 30 and VOR Alpha. We're just running a couple times at Long Beach.
VOR Alpha default.
Perfect.
Hold on at first. So that means this thing is behind me. Yeah, I like that much better. Yep, that's how I'm gonna do it. All right.
Those are kind of forward.
Okay, cool.
You got the keys?
Oh. Did they kept in the box too?
I'm pretty sure they're still in the box, yeah.
You got them?
I'll get them.
Oops. Should be.
Wind 250 at visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 32.2 minus 2 over the 2992. VOR Alpha approaching arriving departing from VQ4. As for information that will be frequency desired on the initial contact information tank.
So just gonna go out to the practice area first?
Yeah, just left crosswind departure. Usual attitudes, then we'll call up SoCal.
That's switched on. That's interesting feeling.
What was that?
Any door?
No, it's okay. I'll close it right
To
now.
the right, to the left.
Alright. Let's see. Wait, where's the parking brake? Oh, there it is. Now we're good.
That sounds a little different, that's for sure. Now we turn all these bad boys on, right? 'Cause there's no master switch. Yep. Oh, there you go. On. 1.8. Check, check, check. Yeah, I got you loud and clear. Alright. You're good too. Did you have, was it your batteries for your headphones? Yeah. Yep, it was just batteries. So, you're on. 1 to 1.8. And 2691 uniform. And then we'll get a first. What? We're gonna get the gators first. It's a Tango. Tango, I already got it. 2. You got it already? When's that? 5,
Information tank.
4. I already got it.
Full confirmation Tango 0054 Zulu. Wind 250 at 6, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 32, dew point -2, altimeter 2992. BR Alpha approaching you, surviving departing runway 24. Has this further information?
Alright. Bulletin ground, Cessna 26901 uniform. Was that it? Bulletin ground, Cessna 26901 uniform. I run. Oh, you give like a button, but I'm gonna try it online. Mic check. I checked right now. Fullerton ground. Cessna 26901 uniform. That's on the transmitted.
That's 26901 uniform, full go.
26901 uniform with information Tango requesting the Long Beach practice area with a left crosswind departure. And how are you saying?
26901 uniform for runway 24 left, taxi Alpha.
24 left, taxi Alpha. We'll be headed to run up 26901 uniform. And you just let tower know. Alright, when you're ready, your controls. Both. Beans are off. And I got used to being up there. Yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, I like the sound of this one. Yeah, sounds badass. Sounds like an old school car engine or something. Is this 180 or 160? No, it's 160 is 6-cylinder. I feel like I'm on a kiddie seat right now or something. What? I feel like I'm on a kiddie seat right now or something. Like so high up. Control inputs feel a little heavier for sure. And we're gonna switch power. Not yet. We'll just wait till we get the run up then and we'll push power up. Yeah. Sometimes I say things, but then I like think through them in my head. Like,
Westbound transition to Long Beach approved, holding on to 2993.
This thing is cool.
For 77 Yankee Hotel transition approved, Alexander 2993.
Park brakes going on.
Bonanza 40 Romeo, you going to
First
General
Branch.
Yankee parking?
Check.
40 Yankee parking via Alpha.
Close. Correct. A little tight. I just used on my iPad. But yeah, I didn't know my iPad was working. These stairs are kind of high. Yeah. Not planning on doing any 6-degree turns. So. Yeah. I just set for past 2, 10. Alright, I'll finish the band under 2. Yep, I expect that. Have both, alright, go and go. And 1800. And go check the right. Oh. Good. Alright. Whoa. You just cut it off? What was that? Let me try it. That was on right. Left. Both. Stop. Now it's on start. Now it's on both. Okay. That's weird. Try one more time. I think this is on the boat position right here. This is on both right here. So we do one and then start 2. Okay, that's about a double 50. And then one more drive, one spin to the left. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, that's on both right there. Start is like exactly, yeah, makes sense. All right, so let's check in. All of that. Oil pressure good. Yeah, oil pressure good. Oil temperature still a little low. We'll monitor that. Good. All right. Remember,
Pacific
cut it off.
Clear Papa Force, tower inner direct right downwind runway 24.
Not too much, that would. Cool. Right there. Okay, so he didn't give us. So we should check our car peak. We also said on this one it's that people to car by seat. But I think it works.
There's nobody else in the airspace landing at.
Okay, we're gonna drop.
Go north, south.
So he said in this plane, anything below 70 degrees and relative humidity 50% or more, this is a settled good ice. So we'll just keep an eye on this RPM while we're flying it. It's pretty hot today, so it shouldn't be an issue, but we'll just monitor it. Okay. Cool. Transponders. We're gonna get that. Get there. We're gonna get that for the guy. Brown. Yep. Alright. I think back. Coming there. Okay. Good. Alright. All of our stuff. Alright, mental picture. Okay, be good to go. Alright, cool. Good. So what we also can do too is just set up for the ILS. We just also put that on 301. Put the OBS on 301 right over here. And then we can put a frequency ready to go as well. So ILS 0. Localizer is 110.3. Now we put our Seal Beach. Yep. And push that Seal Beach 5.7. Whoop. 7. Push that, and then that'll be our front. Alright? Alright. And technically we could use DME too, right? If we wanted to, just to, the plane does have DME. Yeah, we could. We could just that. Use the intersection frequency. We would use channel. Now this plane does this approach doesn't have DME. We can use it for the BOR alpha. Or we can use it for the local. Okay. So we can put Still Beach for BOR alpha, so that way we don't have to identify
Number 0 Sierra Papa, runway 24, clear to land, 127.010.
5.7. Alright, sensitive. Hey, what'd you do? So I put for VO1 Alpha, I put Steel Beach in here. That way we have DME coming in, we don't have to identify what's that thick. Don't identify E-wall. Go all the way down, 700. Cool. Alright, you're ready, go ahead. Fulton ground, November 2691 uniform, ground complete.
That's 901 uniform, runway 24, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha, runway 24, 2691 uniform.
November 660 Sierra Papa, runway 24, clear taxi go.
All right, left.
Dropout is closed.
Alright, Los Alamitos closed, we'll just put that frequency back anyway.
Frequency change approved, we'll see ya.
25, go. Los Alamitos closed. Yeah, their towers closed after a while. They closed early, like around 5 or 6. I think it's got a bigger prop too. Yep. Alright, we go to Fortune Tower, 119.1. Alright, so we're just gonna let them know, Fortune Tower requesting left crosswind departure. Fulton Tower, 91 uniform, hold short, runway 24, requesting left crosswind departure to Long Beach Tracks area.
Cessna 2691 uniform, Fulton Tower, hold short of runway 24, landing traffic.
Hold short, runway 24, 91 uniform. No approach. That's going to be an interesting view for the... Yeah, exactly. Get a little weird.
Pullman Tower, helicopter 1, Romeo Sierra, 6 miles to the west, inbound for landing, 24. With Tango, I'd like to request extended left downwind, please. Helicopter 1, Romeo Sierra, Fulton Tower, make right traffic, runway 24, and report ready for base.
That big job, Erica.
Romeo Sierra, roger, copy. Right traffic for 24, is there a possibility to get left traffic over not very far?
Your window doesn't open. Yeah, it doesn't open.
Number 1, Romeo Sierra, yep, all you gotta do is ask. Cross over the extended final and then make left traffic, runway 24. Roger, left traffic, runway 24, thanks, Al. Cessna 2691 uniform, left crosswind approved, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
Left crosswind approved, runway 24, clear for takeoff, 91 uniform. Alright.
Helicopter 1, Romeo Sierra, Cessna, and the upwind is enclosed right traffic. There's a Cessna on the roll. They're going to be a left crosswind. Look for them. 1 Romeo Sierra, roger, okay.
Nice.
Cessna 0 Sierra Papa, turn crosswind when able for traffic ahead and to your right, south on helicopter 900. 660 Sierra Papa, turn right crosswind.
like this one. Yeah. It feels smooth. It's heavy but smooth. Yeah. Sounds pretty nice too. You do have full tank.
2691 uniform. When able, start your left crosswind. When you start your crosswind, traffic will be behind and to your right. A helicopter. They're southwestbound on 1100.
We're going to start the left crosswind, looking for traffic. 91 uniform.
Helicopter 1 Romeo Sierra. Do you see the Cessna in the upwind turning left crosswind? 1 Romeo Sierra. Negative. I do not have the sorry.
Behind us?
We're 1 Romeo Sierra.
Back to the right.
11 o'clock.
Yeah, like right
a mile and a half turning southbound, climbing out of 600.
That button's all messed up.
Over 0 Sierra Papa, runway 24, clear touch and go.
Runway 24, clear touch and go, 0 Sierra Papa.
1 Romeo Sierra, that traffic is clear. 1 Romeo Sierra, thank you. And extend in the left downwind, just report when you're ready to turn base. 1 Romeo Sierra, under.
To Tower 0 Sierra Papa, can we get a straight out departure back towards Torrance on this one?
0 Sierra Papa, after completing your touch and go, straight out departure approved.
Straight out on the go. 0 Sierra Papa, thank you.
Cessna 2691 uniform, please change through CL.
Frequency change approved, 691 uniform. Alright, my controls. My controls. Alright, you can put your goggles on. Los Alamitos Towers, that's a 691 uniform.
Tower's closer.
Thank you. Yep, there. Oh, fog over on. Alright, your controls. My controls. Your controls. Alright, climb and maintain 3,000. And it's processed around and fix that. Alright, over here. That's fly runway, fly heading 180. Climb and maintain 3,000. Alright, so as we get out to the water, do you remember the steps for your unusual attitudes? If we're in the nose up, how do we recover? Let's say that again. So for our unusual attitudes, if we're in a nose up unusual attitude, what's the steps to recover? Nose up, we're going to first put the nose down, power in, alright? And level the wings, right? Yeah, level the wings. Alright, if we're in our nose down, we're going to pull out the power, raise the wings, and level them. So when you're in the down position, you're going to put power idle, level the wings, and then increase, and then pitch up. How the controls feel on this plane? Pretty good. Yeah. Let's say, is this the volume, right? Turn it up to right here. Our intercom volume is kind of low. Check, check.
Traffic, Commander 26725, Fox taxiway, repositioning back to West Van ramp via Bravo. What's up, traffic?
Los Alamitos traffic, Cessna 2691 uniform. 1 mile east, timing out of 2,600 for 3,000 heading southbound. Los Alamitos. Feet. Roger. This altimeter is really bouncy. Yep. There's my straight and level. Yep. Did good. Took a second to find it. Yeah, I just had a little bit of trim there.
Those are traffic on me 26799 is coming out of West Ramp for Foxtrot via Bravo. What's our traffic?
25.35, right? Yeah, we're gonna go to Long Beach practice area, just let them know what we're doing out here. Long Beach practice area, Cessna 26901 uniform, 1 mile north of the oil platform, is level 3000, heading southbound Long Beach. Alright, so just get over the water here, and practice some new gyro twos. Alright, turn right 200. 200? Yep. Alright, you speak up a little bit because it's kind of muffled. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Alright, cool, yeah, 200. Oh. The engine, they're a little shaky in this thing. Kind of bounce. Yeah, let me check my controls. So I kind of a little bit. Alright, we're going to do them here. Gonna call real quick. Long Beach practice area, Cessna 26901 uniform over the oil platform is 3000 for unusual attitudes, Long Beach. Alright, head down. Alright, recover. Out, right. Level the wings first, and then pitch up. Because you're going to add a lot of load factor to that plane, you don't want to damage it, so. Alright, so get back to pitch down, back down, right? Try it again. So first thing, power idle, level the wings, and slowly pitch up, okay. Alright, recover. power back in. Alright, good. Alright, that's better. My controls. Alright, recover. Alright, yeah, that was better. I would just stay on the pitch control just a little bit more. Just ease it out, ease it out. You have to be so abrupt on the pitch up. Other than that, it was good. That was weird. That felt like I was still turning. Alright, let's try again. My controls. Alright, recover. Pitch down, level the wings, nice and easy on the pitch. Better. Am I too harsh with it, or yeah? Here, let me show you. So, this is kind of how you want to do it. Stay upright. Alright, you see nothing but sky. Yeah, pitch down, full power, level the wings. Nice and easy. Nice and easy to do it. These planes want to recover, so you don't have to be so abrupt on the elevator. All right. Try one more time. All right, recover. There you go. There you go. A little bit more pitch down, level the wings. Good. All right, let's try one more. My controls. I'm just mainly referencing the attitude indicator, right? Exactly. Yep. You can also use your airspeed as well. I'll recover. Level the wings, right? Level the wings. And slowly pitch up. Slowly pitch up. There you go. Good. Once you see that airspeed start to slow down a little bit, then you can add some power back in. There you go. You want to try a couple more, or how do you feel? Sure, let's do 2 more. Okay. You get back up in altitude. Back up 3,000. Recover. Power idle. Level the wings good. Slowly pitch up. Very good. Yeah, that one was much better. Wait till that airspeed to slow down a little bit, and you can slowly ease that power back in. Good. Alright, good. My controls. Alright, right, recover. Nope. Power in, right? If you're nose up, you're getting really slow, right? My controls. Sorry, let's try it again. Alright, recover. There you go. Good. There you go. Alright, cool. Alright, one more. My controls. Alright, recover. Good. Good. Alright, cool. Solid. Alright, we'll stay here at 2,400. And we'll call up approach. Let's get the ILS 30 to Long Beach. Okay. So 120, let's see here. Approach out here is below 3,000 on 12535. And you can just let them know we're Long Beach practice area. Yeah, Long Beach practice area. We're at 2,400 feet. We're 172 Slant Alpha, right to ILS 30 practice approach. And make sure you say VFR practice approach so they don't think we're getting IFR clearance.
SoCal approach, that's a 2691 Unifrac. That's a 2691 uniform, go ahead.
2691 uniform, we are in the Long Beach practice area. We'd like to pick up a VFR practice approach to ILS 30 into Long Beach.
That's a 2691 uniform, roger, squawk 0273.
0273, 6191 uniform. Alright, so then we're going to start thinking about the approach. Yep, exactly. So we can also do, we can get the ATIS, right? We have 12775. Put that one in the active here. We'll wait, so they're probably going to call us right now.
That's a 91 uniform, radar contact, maintain VFR, and you said you had Romeo?
We're going to get Romeo, 91 uniform.
Just a 91 uniform, roger, just fly your present heading.
Flying present heading, 91 uniform. I don't hear anything. Yeah. Oh, you're doing it?
Airport information, Romeo 0153 Zulu, wind 27011, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 27, dew point 02, altimeter 29995, ILS runway 30, approaching east, landing runway 30, runway 26 left, runway 26 right, tower frequency for all aircraft 119.4, advise runway 040. All departing aircraft contact clearance later prior to taxi on 18.15 will position and departure point. All ground traffic use 133.0. Land and hold short operations in effect. Notice to airmen helicopter pads 1 and 2 closed. Taxiway Golf Easter runway 30 closed. Taxiway Charlie and Lima intersection closed. Taxiway Charlie restricted to aircraft with a wind channel line 20 feet over the Ellie River back to 2,400 to the Black area. Located at the approach
Just a 515 for counterparture, right there.
Advise on this contact. Give information Romeo.
Romeo. We have information Romeo. Let her know we have it. Look out, approach 91 uniform has Romeo. Alright, so next thing that we could do, right, we could just check, see we have the approach course in there. So yeah, 301's on the, there we go. And then 3 on the nav one, we're going to check that we have 110.3, perfect. We can also identify the localizer. Pull it out here. Alright, localizer identified. And we can also get CO Beach over here as well. Alright, perfect. Now we got both identified. And how are we going to identify the final approach fix at Long Beach? It's Bunny Intercept, good. And via Seal Beach. Alright, we're radio 1.7 on 115.7 and the 196 radio. Alright. So, good, good. Yep. Alright, so we got the ATIS, we have our localizer frequency 110.3 in the nav1. Approach course is in there, and we can go ahead and, let's see here. We're having us past localizer now. Did you switch this? No.
Manchi 7555 Yankee SoCal approach. Thank you for Quebec. VFR descent approved at your discretion. What runway did you want?
26 left, 558.
SoCal 261 uniform, check it back in with you.
2691 uniform, yep. I was trying to give you a turn on to the final, but I figured you went off to get the ATIS. Fly heading 090.
09091 uniform.
Let's bring you back around. 55 Yankee, you said you wanted 26 left?
Affirmative, 55 Yankee.
55 Yankee, proceed towards the Queen Mary, altitude your discretion.
Head towards Queen Mary, altitude my discretion, 55 Yankee.
Army 26799 SoCal.
So yeah, we'll just stay on 090
That's
for
a
now.
91 uniform, turn right heading 220.
Turn right heading 220, 91 uniform. And we can expect to descend here pretty soon as well. But we'll just stay at 2400 for now.
SoCal Army 26799, trying to pick up our IFR clearance November Fox Golf Camp Middleton.
Army 26799 SoCal departure, ident.
Alright, so that we stay ahead of there too, since we already took our approach. What other frequency do you think we put on there? backup.
Cessna 91 uniform, you're 5 miles from Gunny, fly heading 270 and maintain VFR. Your practice approach is approved, no separation services provided.
Right heading 270, practice approach approved. 26901 uniform, talk to you in a bit. What's that?
91 uniform, you can stay on me. I'll have a switch to Long Beach Tower here in just a moment.
Roger that, 91 uniform.
Army 799, your radar contact 4 miles south of Los Alamitos. Are you a flight or a single?
We're single ship. We have a VFR behind us. They're not with us.
Right?
Army 799, roger, and I can't issue your IFR until you're above 1600 due to the MBA.
All right, climbing above 16. 60 now.
Army 26799, you're clear to Camp Pendleton via present heading, climb and maintain 5,000.
Present heading 5,000. All right, heading move.
Alright, and our localizer is starting to come in as well, so
SoCal 336 Charlie Alpha at 5,500.
Cherokee 366 Charlie Alpha SoCal approach, John Wayne altimeter 29er at 904.
29 904, 366 Charlie Alpha.
Alright, so we can start turning 300.
Cessna 91 uniform, you can go to Long Beach Tower now, 119.4.
119.4, 91 uniform.
And Army 26799, the full route clearance is going to be Camp Pendleton via the Coast Papa 30.
We're off to the left. And just let them know we're on the ILS 30. Long Beach Tower 91 uniform is on the ILS 30. Yeah, not too much, because you're going to swing way past it. So about 10-15 degrees. So if you're at 30, yeah, you're about 330 right now, so you're going to see it swing back way too much. So about right there is good. Just catch it back in. Once it starts swinging back in, then you can get to 300. 100 feet, good. Let's start everyone off now. There you go. That's some power in. Long Beach Tower, that's not 26901 uniform, the ILS 30.
So the 26901 uniform, Long Beach Tower, runway 30, clear to land.
30 clear to land, 91 uniform.
November 905, start Romeo, not receiving your transponder, recycle and squawk VFR, please.
Forward, recycle 905 for Romeo.
This is 905 for Romeo, what's your altitude?
1,800 feet and climbing, 905 for Romeo.
Okay, I got it now, November 905 for Romeo, altitude indicates 1,700, thanks.
Long Beach Tower 91 uniform, we'd like to get the VFR practice, VFR race that we can.
November 901 uniform, report your southbound turn prior to runway 30.
Roger, report our southbound turn prior to 30, 91 uniform.
Sin turn 14 uniform for Palm Springs, did you want a left or a right downwind departure?
Left downwind departure, 14 uniform.
Okay, no problem, did you want to talk to SoCal?
Negative, we're gonna go down towards Seal Beach and then head home that way.
You're only half past now, just get back on course.
Long Beach Tower, Turn Comanche, 755 Yankee, clean area about 26 lane.
Comanche 7555 Yankee, Long Beach Tower, make left traffic, runway 26 left.
Left traffic, 26 left, 55.
Every time I go back to the left, it starts to swing out again to the right.
Says 9 Foxtrot, Romeo, frequency change approved.
Let me get this Romeo. Say again?
25 Yankee, traffic, and 11 o'clock and 2 miles.
Yeah, it's on. It's 330 and 330, it's on there.
55 Yankee, Sin turn 14, uniform traffic 11 to 12 o'clock, 2 miles, opposite directions, inbound Twin Comanche at 1,300.
Alright, we'll go ahead and accelerate our time.
Okay, they're just ahead of you at 1,300. Twin Comanche 55 Yankee, structure descent. They're going to pass above you. They're at 1,500 feet, just heading to your left.
Got him in sight.
Now it's showing 315.
The traffic is no factor. They have you inside. They're below you. Frequency change is approved.
Frequency change approved. Thank you. 1 for uniform.
Alright, so we're just going to wait for this OBS2 to slide in. Once it gets centered in, then we can go past the final approach fixed minimums. And what's our minimums for the ILS? 1,600. 1,600. That's our minimums? Oh, our minimums, no, our minimums are 58.
Almost 800, Romeo, North County Rebel, Sheriff's Ramp.
So we can start calling out our minimums too.
Landing at the Sheriff's Ramp will be
Once we get there, so we're about 1258, you can see 1,000 minimums. And we're 758, 500 minimums.
runway 26 left, clear.
We're not going to go all the way because we don't want it to be close to the runway. We'll go down about like 600-700 MSL. The glide slope's starting to come in as well. I will just keep it right here. So just small corrections with it. Right now it's looking good. Localizer's right where you need it. Oh, we already swang through. Oh, there we go. So you can reduce power. 500 feet per minute. 500 feet per minute. 700 now. It's very fast. Stand that localizer. Yeah, localizer center right now. It's alright. Keep that glide slope where it's so about 500 feet per minute. We'll do it right now. And you could do your before landing checklist. And RP south. Check. Alright, put some flaps in as well. Below, yeah, below 10. Alright. That's cool. 500 feet. Off the left a little bit. Alright, 1,000 minimums. 1,000 minimums.
Wind 270 at 12, gust to 16.
Always visually scanning, right? You're looking at your OBS, you're looking at your altitude, look at your airspeed, that you don't get too slow. Look at your VSI, 500 looks really good. Get that thing aligned. Alright, so glide slope's starting to get a little high, right? What do you do? Glide slope's starting to get a little high? Yep, you said. Nope, you're going to go the opposite. Yeah, you're going to, when you see the glide slope up, you want to get this up a little bit too. So about right there, you catch it back in. There you go. Yep, there you go. Now your glide slope's starting to come back in, but now look at your localizer. Good. Good adjustment. I see. Alright, 500 minimums. Alright, we'll go down to 600 and then I'll take the controls. You're doing good. A little low. Alright, good adjustment. You don't get too slow in your airspeed either. You're about 70 knots. As you get closer to the runway,
Range 55 Yankee, say taxi
get some more sense.
Trick match 55 Yankee, turn right on Bravo. You can remain on my frequency and taxi to route via Bravo, or if you need Juliet.
Good job. How close? How close for me? Palm Beach Tower, 901 uniform is going master to the south.
901 uniform, maintain VFR southbound and contact SoCal approach on 125.35.
12535, maintain VFR, 901 uniform.
Traffic off the left, low altitude indicates 3,000.
Alright,
595, 594 structuring, negative this time. We'll turn a little bit more to the east.
I just let them know we're SoCal approach, 901 uniform with the VFR mist. SoCal approach, 26901 uniform with the VFR mist, stop of ILS 30 Long Beach.
That's a 269 uniform, SoCal departure, say request.
ILS 30 Long Beach. ILS 30 Long Beach, 2691 uniform.
That's a 91 uniform, roger, at the shoreline, fly heading 120 and maintain VFR.
120, maintain VFR. That's the 120, maintain VFR, 91 uniform. So yeah, so you're going to wait till we get to the shoreline, so we'll just wait a little bit longer here.
Jersey 6 Charlie Alpha, contact approach on 128.1.
128.1, 6 Charlie Alpha, thank you.
Then left turning, 120, yes, left 120, yep. Our nice thing about this, we're doing the same approach, so we have everything in there already, so we don't have to change anything as far as OBS and OBS2. Everything's already identified. But yeah, overall the approach you're doing was really, it was good. You didn't get more than half deflection, so good job. I definitely need to get some actual instrument time, because like, it's going to be a lot different. Being able to like look up, look down, kind of for my performance is the best on this, so there it is. Alright, your controls. My controls, your controls. Alright, stay here for now. heading 120 now. Alright, there you go. 120. Oops. And we'll just go up to we'll go up to 1800 and then we'll just level off there. Right, there you go. 1800, you can level off there. Looks like we have 110. So yeah, about another 10 degrees to the right. Alright, oil pressure and oil temperature also on the green fuel looks good. Add a little bit more power to save you some time. Yeah, as you see, like if we get all the everything set up beforehand, the approach itself is a lot easier. So you don't have to worry about that stuff too. So one thing I can really think about on that one, other than once we get lined up with the heading indicator, if we do it before landing checklist before the final approach, then it becomes much easier too. You kind of just focus on the approach once you get to the final approach.
5 minutes, we'll be turning back to the north momentarily.
Okay, please forward to your west now, same altitude.
I didn't hear what you said. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Yeah, so I was saying the actual approach you do, you flew it really good.
He's off our 2 o'clock.
What that really say before you get to the final approach fix is do your before landing checklist before. That way when you're already there, you just focus on doing the approach. You don't have to be scrambling and doing the checklist when you're doing the approach itself. What do you think about doing approaches without the hood, like figuring out the sight picture? Kind of like, is it the same thing coming in, or like for each one, or what do you mean without the hood? Like literally flying in without it? Well, because like it's like the transition.
91 like, uniform, turn left heading 030.
Left 030, 91 uniform. Oops. Because I feel like sometimes I'm like off by a lot when I'm flying it. Oh yeah, I think at first it was like that. I think we switched a little bit off on the heading indicator with the magnetic compass. Once we switched it over, it was much better. I think with this plane, it just processes a little bit faster. There's 030 there. And we'll just maintain this altitude for now as well.
Number 91 uniform, 4 miles from Gunny, turn left heading 330, maintain VFR, practice approach approved.
I'll get it. Left 300, practice approach approved, 91 uniform. 300, practice approach approved, 330. And we're just going to fly 330 until our localizer comes in, right? And we're just going to time it. Once you see that localizer about half deflection, then you can start turning slowly to 300. That way you get right on your localizer by the approach. And he said practice approach approved, so now we can go down to 1,600 as well. I can't hear too well on the comms in this thing. It's very muffled, really. We can reduce a little bit of power as well. Oh, yeah, about 90 knots. There you go. Better. Alright, so you see your localizer coming in, right? Yep. There you go. 2 degrees. Yep. Nice and slow, easy turn to get back on. You got your localizer. There you go. There you go, right there. Now you're going past it now, right? Oh. Let's go back, get back on 300. It says I'm... Oh, yeah. And whatever on the right side, then you want to turn to that side. If this is on the left side, then you want to turn to the left. Yeah, just leave it on this heading for now, it will catch back up.
Number 91 uniform, contact Long Beach Tower, 119.4.
119.4, 91 uniform. Alright, so they know we're on the VFR ILS 30. That way they know we're departing to the south.
Long Beach Tower 91 uniform is on the ILS 30. November 26901 uniform, Long Beach Tower, report your southbound VFR turn prior to runway 30.
Report southbound turn, what was it? Prior to... Report southbound turn prior to hitting 30 on 91 uniform. What did he say? He said report our southbound turn before going to, before crossing the runway. They want to know when we're going miss. Alright, so now this is also slowly starting to come into, not yet, but just get in there. Alright, so look at your localizer. It's about one scale of freshness. It's not too bad. You can slowly start adjusting. I'm still at 310. 300. Still trying to get back on it. So right now it looks like you're going right on the runway, so we'll just stay here for now. On what? You're going straight for the runway, so you're actually looking good on this heading right now. Oh, that's weird. Then it's off. Yeah, it's off. So we'll just wait here. Because the compass says 310 too, so the compass is a little bit off as well. Alright. There you go. Now we're past our minimums, right? Yeah. Now we can go down to our ILS minimums, 258. And now we could do a before landing checklist as well. We can't do that yet. 4 more power. 100. And now we can do top 10. That's still a little left now. There you go. You can get back on right slope is good. 500 feet per minute. So you can get back like on 310. That looks like where it needs to be for this wind. Stand 500 feet per minute. Watch my glide slope. Says I'm still good. Watch your speed, good. 1,000 minimums. 1,000 minimums. Yeah, so always be wary what your altitude is too. Know how far you are from your minimums. Getting a little low now. Right. And at what point should I start dropping 20 flaps? Once you see the runway, or if you're about like 200-300 from your minimums, you can start putting fast 20 in. Because I'm still low. So at this point, yes, you're below your glide slope, right? So look at your glide slope. So what you can do is add some power and level up a little bit, and let it catch back in. Look at your localizer now too. So you adjust to the right. Good. Look at your airspeed though. You're getting close to a stall. Add some more power in. Dang. Really off. About right there. Stay right there and let it catch back in. Alright, see it come back in now? Now you can go slowly back to 300. That's it. Once I'm on glide slope, that's when I would exactly. Then you want to look for like a 500 minute descent. Yep. Alright, 500 to minimums. There you go. Keep it right there. Localizer's starting to go left a little bit, right? So you correct a little bit to the left. Alright, better. Alright, so localizer's a little bit on the left. Correct a little bit more to the left here, just a little bit, like 5-10 degrees. We'll let it catch back in. Now you look at your localizer, it's going to start going back into the middle. There you go. Alright, as it centers up, back to 300. Good. 310. Right, 300. Here's good right here. Alright, good. Alright, my controls. Long Beach Tower 901 uniform, going miss to the south.
That's 901 uniform, contact SoCal approach on 125.35.
125.35, 901 uniform. Alright, go ahead. SoCal approach 26901 uniform, going miss, VFR missed on the ILS 30 Long Beach.
Number 2691 uniform at the shoreline, flight heading 120.
At the shoreline, flighting 120, 91 uniform. And approach, we'd like to get the viewer Alpha into port in 901 uniform.
Oh, 901 uniform. Got same instructions and expect vectors for the VR approach.
Roger, we'll set vectors for the approach 901 uniform, thanks. Alright, so we can go to our next plate now. We'll just fly this heading for now. Steer controls? Controls, steer controls. Alright, yeah, so we'll just fly 200. We'll climb up to 2,600. Alright, so what should we be putting in our nav 1 right now? What? So what should we be putting in our nav 1? Or 1.4? Why is it 110.4? It's the vortex. Are you sure? Oh, no, not Paradise. Why am I blanking? I was looking at cables, oops. That'll be the problem. So watch your heading to your right, you're starting to drift, so go back to 200. Oops. There you go, good. Alright. Next we got P-wall 3.7. Alright, so what else do we should put in there? We should put the this is already in. Alright, watch your heading too. It's down 200. So we should put in the approach course as well, right? So on the OBS 1 we'll put 020. Figure that out eventually. Alright, so yeah, we have 020 there. Alright, good. Get the ATIS 125.05. Yep. 125.05, we got that. We can comms 2 here.
Full south, making 491 uniform, turn left heading 120.
That's 120. 12091 uniform. Alright, so just standard rate turn, right? We don't have the airplane on this on the turn coordinator here, we'll just keep it right over here where it's at. Standard rate turn to the left. 120, and we'll climb up to 2,600. Alright, so now we have 125.35 here. We can look at the next handout that we're going to get. It's going to be Fullerton Tower, so 119.1. Approach course 020. We can also identify, since we identified on the nav 2, we identify on the nav 1 as well. Alright, there we go. And we're going to 120, and we'll keep our climb going all the way to 2,600. Alright, so we have our nav frequency in there, 115.7. Approach course is 020. We also need to get the ATIS.
You have information, uniform. Full south, information uniform, 0153 Zulu. Wind 2807, gust 15, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 29er, dew point 02, altimeter 994. For your offer approaching you, surrounding the party room.
Alright, you can let them know that we have uniform. SoCal approach 2691 uniform has uniform.
Number 91 uniform, roger. And 91 uniform traffic, south and slightly overhead, Cessna 3600.
We're looking for 991 uniform. Alright, so let's get back on
uniform, you're 5 miles from Seal Beach, turn left heading 050, maintain the VFR practice approach bridge.
Maintain 050, VFR practice approach, Seal Beach, 91 uniform.
594 traffic underneath, 2,200, turning northeast on a Cessna.
Yeah, 594 is searching and we'll keep it at 3,500, sir.
Alright, so we're just going to track this in now, right? We're in the 5050, so there's true traffic.
Traffic in sight, we'll maintain visual, 594.
SoCal TBM 9.
So this center's up, and we're going to be on the 020 radio, so we're just going to fly.
940 Alpha X-ray, SoCal approach.
So slowly get there, right? So we can do slowly get back to
maintain 3000, expect ILS runway 30. 140,
standard rate,
down to 3000, we'll expect ILS 0 Alpha X-ray. TBM 0 Alpha X-ray, verifying completion,
that's much better.
and we have Romeo 940 Alpha X-ray.
There you go. And then we'll level off.
SoCal 2862 Sierra Lima 3,900, descending 3,000.
Number 2 Sierra Lima, present heading, intercept the localizer.
Present heading, intercept the localizer. That's not for us. Nope. Alright, so we'll just get a little bit more, 2,600.
Was that for 2 Sierra Lima?
Oops.
Yeah, 862 Sierra Lima, present heading, intercept the localizer.
Alright, now we can level off.
And intercept the localizer, 862 Sierra Lima, present heading.
That's 700. Yep. So we're going to fly this radio, 020, so we can start following that in, right? We can start reducing some power, and we can just level off. Alright, over here. A little bit more about there is good. And then we just keep 2,600 right there. Now we're starting to get a little bit off over here, so we can just turn a little bit to the right. I feel like I'm, you mean to the right? Yeah, because the line's to the right, right? So whenever you're going to follow it, wherever it's to the right, then you start turning a little bit to the right. But just small correction. Like right there, it'll start coming back in. Alright, so what's our final approach fix on this approach? Zero beats vortex. Alright, good. So how will we identify that? We're going to get a flip. Very good. Alright, so it's starting to come back in there. So we can go back to 020. And altitude's getting a little higher.
TBM 0 Alpha X-ray, turn left heading 120. Left turn 120, 0 Alpha X-ray.
There you go. So once we get the flag flip, this is a VOR approach, right? So we're going to also do our timer. And we're going to try to maintain 90 knots as when we cross the final approach fix. But I keep getting off to the right. It's alright. We're getting really close to the VOR too, that's why. And also watch your altitude, right? We need to be at 2,600. I feel like I keep turning to the right,
but Alpha X-ray decided to maintain 1,600. 1,600, 0 Alpha X-ray.
I feel like I keep turning to the right, but it keeps getting farther away. You're getting really close to the vortex now, so just stay out here. You're doing good right here.
That's a 9-1 uniform, contact Fullerton Tower, 119.1.
119.1, 91 uniform. I just let them know on the VOR Alpha. Fullerton Tower 91 uniform is on the VOR Alpha.
That's from 2691 uniform, Fullerton Tower, circle southeast and left downwind, runway 24.
Circle southeast, left downwind, runway 24, 91 uniform. Yeah, like I kept turning to the right, but it kept getting farther, so that means I gotta turn more when it comes. Yeah, you're about to pass it right now. Keep it like right here on this heading, 050. Now we're just waiting for that flag flip. Alright, as we get the flag flip here, we're gonna also gonna do our timer. Alright, it is right there. Alright, so timer. I did. Alright, and we're gonna shoot for 90 knots while we're descending, right? We're 12. Alright, we're also gonna get to the left over here, swinged over. Now we follow that back in. So right now we're about 80, so we're going to pitch down a little bit more. About 1,500, about right there, we'll get you back to 90. How we get a 90? I was looking at the mile per hour one. Alright, there you go. So now your radio's starting to get back in, right? Yep. So right now we're at 010. We'll just hold it here for now. Let it catch back in, and you're just going to time it. Okay, starting to come back in slowly to 020. Slowly. There you go. Alright, good. Alright, we also have DME here, so we can identify B-wall. We're at 3.7 DME from Seal Beach. So we'll be able to go down to, so what'll be our minimums if we can identify B-wall? 760. Alright, good. And since we're doing a circle approach, we won't have to put in flaps until we enter the downwind. So let's say we're circling, right? And then we fly into a cloud while we're circling, then what do we do? We have to turn towards the runway, fly runway heading, go fast. Very good. Alright, so yeah, okay, little corrections. There you go. Fly about right here, now start coming back in. Okay, we're at 2 minutes. So we can't go past 1500 unless we're past B-wall, right? So right now, B-wall is 3.7, exactly. So we'll hold it at 1500 until we pass B-wall. Alright. So look at your radio. So go back onto approach course 020. And we got a little slow too, right? We're about like 75, so we're going to adjust our time a little bit. Alright, so there's 1500, so we're going to level off here till we get to B-wall. And also back to this heading over here. Alright, so 3.7. Alright, we're at B-wall now. Now we can go down to our minimums. B-wall minimums will be 760. And let's try to get back to 90 knots. I gotta add more power. Alright, good. We're at 3 minutes right now. 3 minutes, 10 seconds. So we have about another minute to go. But the approach is looking much better now. Small corrections. As you see that radio start to come back in, then you start adjusting. Good.
Cessna 991 uniform, runway 24, clear to land, wind 2508.
24 clear to land on 1 uniform. Alright, 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Alright, level off here, Alright, there's 4 minutes, flight controls. Alright, you can take out the throttles. Alright, good. The closer you got, the better you did on the approach. So I'm going to set you up for the downwind here, and then I'll give you the controls. So let's see a good, so I'm going to set you up for the downwind over here, and then I'll give you the controls. Let's get a good landing on this one. I'm good. Alright, your controls? Your controls. Winds are 280 at 7, gust 15. So when you have a gust of like 8 knots, what do you do? Put our wing into it, grab, yep. But also when you have a gust, like say if it's at 7 gusting 15, it's a gust factor of 8 knots, right? So you take half that gust factor and you add that to your airspeed. So on final, if you typically be at 70 knots, you want to be like at 74 knots. The winds are strong right now. Alright, we're circling our pattern. Yep. Nice. Full sun going on. Are you okay? Stay on this heading for now. Square it up a little bit. That's not bad. Actually looking pretty good. Alright, 280 at 280 at 7, crest to 15. So a little bit of right aileron as you get to the final, and a little bit of left rudder to get you aligned with the runway. Alright, so as you get to the train tracks, you can start pulling power out now. Just point down to keep that airspeed where you need it. So a little bit of right aileron, left rudder, good. Beautiful. Beautiful landing. Good. Alright, we'll take the next one. We'll take Echo. Great job. That thing feels heavy. Yeah. Feels heavy.
And then 1 uniform taxi General via Alpha.
Taxi General via Alpha, Matter uniform. Let's do our after landing checklist. That's over here.
Fullerton Tower, Copter 301, Hotel Echo is at the Delta pad. We'd like a northwest departure with uniform.
Helicopter 301, Hotel Echo, Fullerton Tower, pass behind the Cessna eastbound on Alpha. Northwestbound departure is approved. Runway 24 intersection Delta cleared for takeoff. Wind 260 at 7, altimeter 2995.
Okay, behind the Cessna, 24 Delta, Copter 1 Hotel Echo.
Next one, right? Yeah. Yeah, but it's not here. You're gonna park your after easy. Start turning here to the right. Like so. And then brake up here. We're gonna turn all these. Yeah, we're gonna turn everything off first. Alright, all shut off. Both. Alright, shutting off.
All right, so overall your approaches are actually getting better. It was nice to see. Yeah, so we just did left crosswind departure over here. I had you climb up to 3,000. Unusual attitudes. So just a little bit less abrupt pressure on the yoke as far as when you're pitching up and down. When you're on the nose down unusual attitudes, remember power out, level the wings first, then slowly pitch up. It's the opposite when you're pitching down. When you're pitching down, when you have it nose up, pitch down, forward, and then level the wings. So it's a little bit different on that one. But yeah, so we tried it about 6 or 7 times. At the last like 2 or 3, you got them down. So it was good. Biggest just takeaway is just be a little bit less abrupt on the pressure when you're pitching up or down. ILS 30, we talked about it's always better to have this stuff punched in already before you get vectored on, right? So we put in the 110.3 in the nav 1, approach course 301. We got the ATIS. We had, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I pushed the button or you pushed the button.
I'll look at the film.
Yeah, but I was like, why are they vectoring us over? Because I saw our localizer go back in over there and we're way past it. But I figured it out. We pushed it back in, and it was no big deal. She just had us go around and she vectored us on the end of the final, so not a big deal. like we were talking outside, whatever reason, it looked like 310 was the best course as we got to the final approach fix.
It was off by two dots.
Yeah. So then once we got to the final approach fix, it got a lot better. We got to 300 and you're pretty much straight on that. Just remember glide slope. If you see your glide slope get high, follow that. The way I look at it is when you see your glide slope high, kind of match that with your VSI. So just level off. If it's high, put your VSI. If it's like 600-700 feet per minute descent, slow it, put up a little bit so it catches up. Does that make sense? If it's low, if your glide slope is low, make your descent a little bit faster. Put it to like 700 or 800 so it catches up to that glide slope.
Yeah, on that first one when it was high, I just stayed straight and level thinking I was going to catch it, but I was just underneath the glide slope for a long time.
Right. Also, be very careful with your airspeed. One of them, we almost got to a stall. We got to like 40, so just be very mindful of that. You know, that can be really dangerous in IMC too. So, airspeed is always very important. Obviously, catching your localizer and glide slope coming in. So we want to be at about 90 knots until we're at minimums. Then we can slow down. We can start putting on flaps 20 to make it a slower landing. So, just be mindful of that. And back at with SoCal approach, we today had a spectrum for the same approach. The second one was much better. I think you followed in. Like I said, the very beginning of it, 310 coming in. Once we got to the final approach fix, we did all in Seal Beach. That was good. You put in the right radio. 196 was good, and you flew that approach good. Here we have to VOR Alpha. Coming in here, just also be mindful of your headings too. I think because you were punching in stuff, and then you were kind of like accidentally starting to turn too. So just make sure you stay on your heading when you do that.
Is there a good way to mitigate that? Like, is that just practice?
It's just practice. There's really like no way. Kind of just if you just kind of just keep it in your head, it's just practice. More repetitions will do it. VOR Alpha. So we're gonna put in 115.7 in the nav one, right? Approach course is 020. I think you just got a little mixed up because you put the wrong plate in. Yeah. But yeah, that's not a big deal. 115.7 approach course 020, and then we listen up to the ATIS. He put us on a vector, so we had us on like 050 like coming in this way. So we were going to intercept the 020 radio. So as you're coming in on 050, you're just waiting for that. Right. Yeah, you're going to wait. It's coming from the right, and it's going to start slowly coming in like that. So anticipate it. Like I said, when you get to about half scale deflection, just slowly, standard rate turn back into 020 so you intercept it perfectly. We're just waiting for that flag flip to come in. Once you get the flag flip, I think this was probably your best approach. Once you pass the final approach fix, your airspeed was very good. And you kind of kept all right where you needed to be. I even was timing it the whole time, and you're almost like spot on, like 4 minutes there. So it was actually a really good approach on that one. Yeah, we went all the way down. Remember, we can't go past 1500 unless we identify B-wall, right? We had DME in this plane, so we're able to identify it by 3.7. If we don't have DME, like in our other flights, we just ask Tower if they can identify it for us. If they can't, then we're not able to, right? So we have to stay at 1500, and we'll stay at 1500 all the way till we get to 4 minutes and 12 seconds.
And the procedure turn on this one, since we're getting radar vectors, we didn't need it. But
exactly.
If we were coming in, we would just fly we'd hit the 020 and then start the procedure turn, or what would be the process?
So that's what they would probably have us go. They would vector us out over here. They would have us go to Seal Beach, fly the reciprocal 020, outbound, fly 155 for a minute, back to 305, and then they would clear you for the approach that time, and then come in and start your approach in. I think it also would be a good idea to do one of those actual. We can ask for a procedure turn on the one, and we can do the actual approach next time too. But yeah, we came in. Tower told us to circle south, left traffic, runway 24. Very good on that. Your landing was ace, man. It was really good. Good job on the crosswind correction and everything, so it was good. But yeah, like I said, on Thursday, we'll just keep practicing the stuff. I'm thinking we'll probably go to Chino. We'll do the Paradise hold there. We'll do the Corona, maybe Riverside approach, and then we could do either the VOR Alpha with the procedure turn, or we could do, if we have 99157, we can do the ILS 24, the localizer 24. So just get more practice in. But your approaches are looking a lot better. Like I remember when we first, you almost got full deflection, but they're looking. I think you're starting to get it. So we'll just keep practicing and we'll get better at it. Okay. Sound good? Any questions?
Sounds like a plan.
Cool.
Practice.
Yep.
Alright, logbook's all good.
Yep, our log was good.
1.7 and 2.